Well, both the Nuggets and Hornets come into Monday night's matchup winners of 2 straight. Al Jefferson giving it a go despite suffering the mild groin strain in Saturday's win. Picked this one up with the Hornets off and running here in the first quarter. Kemba Walker to Big Al and showing the touch. Start of a big night for Al Jefferson. Now Timothy Mozgov, scary moment here. Gets the ball down low. He's hit by multiple members of the Hornets. First there, and then here, and then there. Oh, rough night for Mozgov. He had to go to the locker room to stop the bleeding. But Mozgov, despite the blood there, not happy about it. He would be able to return. His squad would find themselves down 28-18 after one. Second quarter, it would be the Al Jefferson show. He would score 12 points in the second. Al would have 18 of his 22 before halftime. Here's 2 more. Nifty move by Al Jefferson. And then Jefferson doing the distributing, getting it to Kemba Walker, who scored 14 over the first 2 quarters, just breaking down the Denver defense. 58-40 at the break in favor of the home team, and they were just getting started. Look at Cody Zeller getting angry at the rim. Nothing the Manimal could do about that as Cody throws it down. Just 1 turnover in this game for Kemba Walker. This was one of his dimes, getting it to Gerald Henderson. Kemba Walker now has committed just 1 turnover his last 3 games. He's been playing great ball. Kemba Walker at 18 points, 9 assists. Charlotte led by as many as 30 at one point. That's their largest lead of the season in any game. The Hornets shoot nearly 54% and win their 3rd straight, with all 3 coming without Lance Stevenson.
Let's get you caught up on some highlights here. Derrick Rose and the Bulls hosting the Raptors, who started a 6-game road stretch. They came in on a 6-game win streak. In transition, here's Rose. Up and in. He had 12 in the first half. Jonas Valanciunas gets it going for the Raps. 16 points, 5 boards in the first half. Quiet second half, though. 4 points on just 4 shots. Toronto led by 6 at the break.
I just love his pump fake. Never leaves the ground.
Bulls scramble for it. Jimmy Butler. Everything going his way this year. And 1. He had 27.
See Kyle Lowry and Dwayne Casey pleading the case that he had the kick out there, but a shot by Jimmy Butler. Response, Kyle Lowry. He pulls up for 3 on the other end.
Toronto led by as many as a dozen, but Chicago rallies with a 16-6 run, and that dunk ties it up at 80 to the 4th quarter. Lowry carrying Toronto early on.
Really a great 4th quarter for both teams, Matt. A lot of players making a lot of difficult shots. Kyle Lowry joining the list there. Finish on that left side.
Derrick Rose had answers.
Yeah, I love this finishing game with Aaron Brooks and Derrick Rose. 2 guys that can attack, take some pressure off Derrick Rose, gives him some spacing.
Floater and the foul. 15 of his 29 in the 4th quarter, and Chicago up by 5. Lowry, baseline, somehow got it past Joakim Noah. 18 of his 34 in the 4th quarter.
All kinds of tough shots there. Derrick Rose drawing defense there, makes an easy one for Joakim Noah. There's the dunk.
And Rose through everybody.
Nice.
And 1. Boy, it's good when he looks like himself. Wing jumper falls. The Bulls scored 49 in the 4th quarter. That's a franchise record. 49. That's a big number. And Chicago's now won 3 in a row. Toronto's 6-game win streak comes to an end. Blazers and the Rockets tonight. Damian Lillard ready to go.
It's Lillard. He got the shot off. Lillard, good! And the Blazers win the series.
First game since that happened was tonight in Houston. That, of course, the Game 6 of the playoff series last year. Lillard, there he is again.
You think the Rockets fans remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Probably so.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Brewer made his Rockets debut tonight. And Brewer causes the turnover. James Harden to Joey Dorsey. And he's throwing down.
It's good basketball. 5 players moving, ball not hitting the floor. Another turnover. Corey Brewer gives it back to James Harden, two-hand flush.
And Harden was the story tonight as he got it going offensively. 19 in the first quarter for the bearded one.
I hear Tweet shooting a three.
He got the 4-point play. Harden, steal here. Heard that whistle. He's so good at drawing fouls. The continuation and one. Harden with another swipe. Errant pass. And another whistle. Houston up by 16. Final seconds before halftime. Harden. 31 at the half.
It was great to see the fans really embracing that too, man. I mean, there's no doubt they just wanted James to keep scoring, and he obliges to end the half and then to start deep into the third.
Yeah, more of the same.
Keeps it going. Yeah.
The Rockets put up 73 in the first half, most in a half this season. Jason Terry, milestone here. That's his 2003 third player in NBA history to reach the 2K mark. Harden. With Lillard on him, no doubles coming.
No doubles coming. Step back, knock it down. Do what I do best.
Season high 44, 2 off his career high as Harden and the Rockets win it by 15.
Memphis coming off back-to-back losses, and meanwhile, it's the Jazz finishing up a long 6-game road trip. And hey, let's lighten the mood a bit here. The rookies for the Memphis Grizzlies take the court, but the vets, they sit back and laugh. The pleasures of being a veteran of the NBA. But down to business here, where Memphis still playing shorthanded. No Zach Randolph or Tony Allen. And early on, of course, the MVP candidate, at least in the early season, Marc Gasol. It's 6 of 11 from the field, 14 in the first half, 24 in the game for Gasol. The other way, look at Alec Burks. No signs of tired legs from this long trip. Clock winding down here at the half, and Gordon Hayward beats it. 8-0 run down the stretch for Utah to take the lead. Gordon Hayward finished the game with 21 points. It was 44-43, road team up at the break. Fourth quarter, vintage Vince. Oh, Rudy Gobert, watch out. Everybody in the grindhouse getting up for that. How about that? You got to go back a long ways, maybe to the Olympics. A while back when Frederick Vikes was the victim, much like Rudy Gobert. There's a French theme here. 14 years later. Take another look at Vince Carter posterizing Rudy Gobert, one of the longest, if not the longest, guys in the league. All right, back to Utah now, and watch this. Mike Conley thinks he's got an easy look, but here comes Gordon Hayward. And then on the other end, it's Trey Burke, penetrating off the window, and an opportunity for one more. After he makes the free throw, a 6-point lead. Next possession, Grizz. You know it's the grindhouse. They're not going away. A big three there by Mike Conley. He had 28 points. Now Utah, they answer. Alec Burks, season high 23. And Memphis loses for a third straight game. A 6-game road trip ends up 3-3 for the Jazz.
Hey, say hi to your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Al Horford.
Hey, Al.
Thanks. He and the Hawks taking on Rajon Rondo's Dallas Mavericks. Going to take a minute to get used to saying that. Rondo with a steal. Monta Ellis for the layup. Ellis coming off a 38-point night Saturday in the win. Rondo had 13 points, 11 assists. There's Horford doing his thing over Dirk Nowitzki. Atlanta up by 9. In transition, Horford to Kyle Korver. Flick of the wrist for 3. He was 3 of 6 from out there. Finished with 18 points. He was 3 of 6 from three-point range, which means his percentage is going down, by the way. Atlanta up by 12.
Wow, great lob there by Dennis Schroeder.
Schroeder!
Feeding Al Horford on the break. He played a pretty solid game here tonight, Matt.
Whoa! Monta Ellis with a steal.
It's a
Did he
nominee.
get the dunk to fall? That may be replayed later on. Dallas, some miscues, 4 turnovers, turned into 9 Hawks points.
I love to watch Dirk get upset. He just loses it for a minute. He blanks out.
Hawks in transition. DeMarre Carroll up for the layup. Chandler Parsons fouls him hard. Now they kind of square off. Nothing really happens. And in fact, I didn't think anything happened with Chandler coming over, but Tyson gets teed up. So does Carroll, so does Parsons. Just not a lot there, really.
I didn't even say a word.
No.
I kind of got it. I want to see who's taller.
Chest to
I want
chest.
to see who's taller.
Yeah.
Got to measure each other up.
I think Parsons is taller. Rondo, little finger roll. That's nifty. In transition, Ellis. Quick to the rim. Mavericks back in this game, down by 10 now, as Rondo finds Tyson Chandler. And they're within 8.
Big late surge, so Atlanta would have to stop it somehow.
He's
Schroeder
got
with
the pull-up jumper.
the pull-up.
Schroeder.
Knocking that one down, that's a plus for him.
A career-high 22 points for Dennis Schroeder on 9 of 15 shooting. So 4 straight wins, and bear in mind, Atlanta is doing this without Jeff Teague in the lineup. They've beaten Chicago, at Cleveland, at Houston, at Dallas in succession. They've won 13 of 14 now, with the Clippers coming here to Atlanta tomorrow night. Impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. Clippers, Spurs. Tony Parker back in the lineup after missing the last 5 with a hamstring injury. Sight for sore eyes if you're a San Antonio fan. J.J. Redick knocks down the 3 there. He got hot early on, 15 in the first quarter. Greg Popovich had a timeout 53 seconds into the game. Let's correct that.
Manu.
Spurs shot 75% from the floor in the first half. That's a league high for the season so far. Tony Parker, hamstring seems okay. Fadeaway jumper, and then another jumper goes. 19 in the first half. 8 of 10 from the floor. Spurs up a dozen in transition. Boris Diaw. Gotta love that.
I just love watching Boris play.
He's the first guy to ever slow down on a dime.
Season high 23 for him. Chris Paul keeps the Clippers in it. 25 points and 9 assists.
Amazing job by Doc Rivers to just keep his guys focused, knowing what the Spurs were doing. Beautiful feed from Manu. You can see the history there for Tim Duncan moving up the all-time scoring list, passing Reggie tonight. But for the Clippers to stay in this game, given what was happening, remarkable job by them as Baby goes into some gyrations there.
Whoa.
Give me my bottle. Give me my
I
bottle.
love Big Baby. He enjoys the game.
Yes, he does. And the game enjoys him, I have to say. Spurs lead down to 3. Tied at 102 now. Spurs finish it off with a 13-4 run. Parker for 3, he had 26.
Watch this
Ginobili,
pass.
no look, but oh, look at the find for Danny Green. That's beautiful.
It's fun basketball to watch.
And the Spurs get a much-needed win. 125-118. Season high in points, in assists, and in shooting percentage. Nearly 64% on the night.
Sacramento trying to end a 5-game losing streak against Golden State. The Warriors 9-1 in their home court, and the rich get richer as David Lee warming up, and will give it a go. And Steph Curry, right before the game, receives the 2014 Western Conference Player of the Month trophy. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. Lee enters the game. Standing ovations. Only played about 7 minutes all season. Appeared in 1 game due to the hamstring injury. He's gotten used to seeing this from the bench. Steph Curry from way downtown, part of a 16-0 Golden State run. They were up 33-18. David Lee here in the second quarter, part of a huge effort from the Golden State reserves. They score a season-high 62 as a group. So Lee part of that as he comes off the bench in his first game back. Klay Thompson gets it from Justin Holiday, who had a big game. Klay Thompson, 25 points in less than 28 minutes of action. It was efficient for Thompson. 64-50, Golden State leading Sacramento at the break. Second half, all about the home team. Festus Ezeli, career high 15 points right at DeMarcus Cousins. And then Draymond Green gets the rebound. Green fights for it and takes it himself. Green all the way and throws it down. And then Andre Iguodala to David Lee, who had 6.7 rebounds in just under 17 minutes. Golden State, as a team, had 36 assists on 49 made field goals. They're now 10-1 at home. In the loss, DeMarcus Cousins has 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists for Sacramento. The Kings have lost 6 of 7.